Minot Central Dispatch's request for a training simulator was denied. The center recently requested a call training simulator so 911 dispatchers get more practice. A majority of the commissioners voted no because they'd like to reevaluate funds from the American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA.
We're likely friendly towards the project, but it just needs to be resubmitted when we look at everything.
Now, a new training simulator is an estimated $28,000. The dispatch center had initially asked for new radios and a logger. However, their relocation to the new center back in November fulfilled that need.